This quick guide will show you how to add Cloudfront to your web application, enhancing its performance by delivering content with low latency and high transfer speeds. Cloudfront is Amazon's content delivery network, or CDN, and it's a fantastic tool for speeding up your website. So let's dive in and get started. First, you'll want to log into your AWS Management Console. Once you're in, navigate to the Cloudfront section. You should see an orange button labeled Create Distribution. Go ahead and click that button. This will initiate the process of creating a new Cloudfront distribution, which is essentially a collection of edge locations for delivering your content more efficiently. Now let's move on to configuring your origin. The origin is the source of the files that Cloudfront will distribute. This could be an Amazon S3 bucket, an Elastic load balancer, or even a web server. You'll want to enter the domain name of your origin server. If you're using an S3 bucket, ensure that you configure it to be publicly accessible so Cloudfront can fetch the content. Double-check the origin settings, such as the protocol policy, to ensure that they match your security requirements. If you prefer, you can enable HTTPS to encrypt your data in transit. Next, let's set up the default cache behaviors. This is where you define how Cloudfront will handle requests for your content. Decide how you want Cloudfront to cache your files. You can choose to cache based on the request headers, cookies, or query strings. Consider the needs of your website and the nature of your content. Do you want dynamic content to be served as quickly as possible, or are you prioritizing security and up-to-date content? You'll also want to set the allowed HTTP methods. By default, GET and HEAD are enabled, but you can add others like POST or PUT if your application requires them. Once you've configured your cache behaviors, it's time to review your settings. Make sure everything looks correct, from the origin settings to the cache behavior rules. You might also want to enable logging for your distribution to monitor traffic and performance metrics. This can be incredibly useful for troubleshooting and optimizing your setup down the line. Finally, it's time to deploy your Cloudfront distribution. When you're satisfied with your settings, click the button to create the distribution. Keep in mind that it might take a few minutes for Cloudfront to propagate your distribution across its network. Once it's ready, you'll receive a unique Cloudfront domain name. You can start using this domain name to serve your content. If you have a custom domain, don't forget to update your DNS settings to point to your new Cloudfront distribution. And there you have it. You've successfully added Cloudfront to your web application. This setup will help you deliver content faster and more efficiently, enhancing the user experience for your visitors. Remember to periodically review your Cloudfront logs and settings to ensure everything is running smoothly. As your needs change, you can always tweak the configurations to better suit your web application. Thanks for watching this tutorial. If you found it helpful, make sure to like the video and subscribe for more guides on optimizing your web performance. Happy cloud computing!